Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Game for hitting the like button. And if you don't even start yet, y'all the realest ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. Yeah, man, let's have a moment of silence for Miss Nia Wilson, who was unfortunately had her life stolen. I believe like at a train station or something like that in Cali. I'm still trying to understand the full story of it, man. Let's have a quick moment of silence for it, please. Yeah, man, these types of stories are so sad, man. Very young. I think she's 18, 19 years old, something like that. Extremely young woman. Whole life ahead of her. Whole life still ahead of her. And it got stolen. Let's get into this video, y'all, because I'm still trying to piece the pieces of the puzzle together. I wasn't able. Usually, I like with these types of stories, I try to read the article, but I wasn't able to. Man, I've been really swamped with work and stuff like that, man. So let's get into it.
Later this morning, a funeral is going to be held in Oakland for Nia Wilson.
She's the young woman fatally stabbed at the MacArthur BART station last month. ABC 7 News reporter Amy Hollyfield is joining us now from the newsroom with a look ahead. Amy?
Hi, Jessica. Yeah, the murder of Nia Wilson captured national attention. U.S. Congresswoman Barbara Lee is scheduled to speak at the funeral this morning. Several celebrities spoke out on social media about the death of 18-year-old Nia Wilson. A GoFundMe account has brought in $91,000 for her family. She was stabbed to death on the MacArthur BART platform. Her sister was also stabbed but survived. Police call the attack random and unprovoked. Her family now plans to sue BART, saying her death could have been prevented. The man accused of killing her had been stopped for fare evasion a few days earlier, and her family says he should not have been allowed back into the system. ABC 7's legal analyst says the case will hinge on the following.
Is there something they should have done that they didn't do? Is there some duty of care that they failed to exercise, that they were required to exercise?
BART spokesperson issued a statement saying BART has cracked down on fare evaders and added patrols to trains, saying, quote, arrests surged last year by nearly 40% due to the fact our officers were in the right place at the right time. The BART spokesperson says that BART is also heartbroken for the Wilson family.
Yeah, the family definitely has to sue. So I've never rode a BART or a train for that matter in California. When we was in California, anytime I'm in, LA or Reno or anything like that, San Francisco, I either would Uber or I would have a rental. Majority of the time I had a rental. When I was in LA, when was that? 2 years ago? Has it been 2 years? Yeah, I think it may have been. No, it was last year. I think last year I was in LA. We had a rental. I don't like using public stations or any type of public means of transportation for the most part in big cities such as this, especially in New York. Especially New York. New York is the worst because of situations like that. You never know what the hell is going on. You got homeless people, people with mental problem, illnesses and stuff like that. You don't know if they're armed with knives, guns, or whatever the case may be. They just had another shooting in a train, I believe, in New York. I have to do that video too. You never know what the hell is damn going on. And I feel so sorry for this damn for her and for her sister, because I didn't even know she had a sister, number one, but number two, had a sister that got stabbed also. So he attacked both of them. What did they say? It was unprovoked. Was he having a manic mental episode? Who knows? We have no idea. But I feel for the family. Honestly, I feel for the family, man. And I'm glad that she is suing the BART people, whatever their name is, because they need to have better protection out there for people. Especially if you know for a fact, what did they say? Oh yeah, well we the arrests have increased 40% last year because of whatever reason or whatever was going on. That means there's a lot of crime going on that damn in that system down there. So you put more officers there. The arrest went up 40%. I would think to myself, yo, we need more officers, because if it's going up like this, clearly we don't have eyes and ears everywhere like the way we need to. I said this when I was in New York. I rode the subway station. I think I rode it back when I used to live there. I used to ride it more often. But even when I go there just to visit family, I don't ride it unless it's an absolute emergency, unless I have to. The few times, first of all, it smells like crap in there, number one. Number two, there's no officers, no security, no nobody. And even if it is, sometimes they have security waiting at the station, not inside the train though. Even if it is security on the station, a lot of them aren't armed, and a lot of them sit there on their goddamn phone. Hell, they out there making drug deals. They ain't making no money like that anyway, so they don't care about what's going on. They're not going to put their life on the line to help you or to save you. So I agree with the family. The second video, y'all want to get into it, man. The second video is extremely long. I think it's like 10 minutes. We're not about to do all that. We're going to go into the first maybe 2, maybe 3 minutes of that video, and then we'll go from there.
Pay attention to the girl in the white shirt. This is 18-year-old Nia Wilson. She's getting off the train to transfer, like many other people in the crowded station. But watch again. This time, don't look at the girl. Instead, watch the man behind her in the white and gray hoodie. He follows her off the train, pulling his hood down and taking off his sunglasses. He looks around as if to plan an escape route. Then, he reaches down, pulling something out of his pant leg. Look closer. The item he pulled out is a knife. He quickly covers it up with his sweatshirt, but he has it at the ready, and no one else in the busy train station has noticed. The girl he's following, Nia, is on her way home with 2 of her older sisters, Tashaya and Latifa. They just called their dad to let him know they should be back soon, and they wait for the train doors to open. But moments later, the man attacks. Taking advantage of the panic that follows, he blends in with the crowd. He runs down the stairs and exits the station, running through the gate before seeing police outside. Recorded on an officer's body cam, he pretends to be a witness to the attack, telling them someone was injured on the platform. He waves them up, and they run to the scene to help the girls, unknowingly letting their attacker get away. He escapes from the station without anyone chasing after him, and he runs to a nearby parking structure. Then, he changes into a different hoodie, putting the other in a backpack, and he takes off his shoes and sweatpants. Next, he runs out and over to a bus stop. When a bus pulls up, he fakes an injury so he can get a free ride. After getting off the bus and away from security cameras, he disappears. He believes he thought of everything to escape justice. But in this footage, police will find the crucial mistake he made during his getaway that will ultimately lead to his capture and avenge the sisters' attack. It's July 22nd, 2018. Around 9:45 p.m., the girl's dad gets a frantic call from his daughter, Tashaya.
I couldn't understand what she was saying. All I could recognize her saying was Bart. I figured maybe they got into a little skirmish with somebody on Bart.
Unsure of what he'll find, he rushes to the car right away and drives to the MacArthur BART station, or Bay Area Rapid Transit. All he knows is that his girls are in trouble, but what he sees there is worse than he could ever imagine.
When I got there, I see a bunch of ambulance and police. I see them loading Latifa in the ambulance. I seen blood dripping down her arm, and I asked her what happened. She just said, go check on Nia. I turn around, I run up the stairs at Bart, and I see my daughter's body. It's the hardest thing I ever experienced in my life. Seeing my baby dead.
It's impossible for Nia's dad to wrap his head around what he's seeing. In less than 3 minutes from when she was stabbed in the neck, Nia has died. Her dad also has the heartbreaking task of calling her mom, Alicia. When she hears what happened, Alicia is shattered. In disbelief, she leaves her home in Sacramento and heads for Oakland right away.
It was like the longest, quietest, because I kept on waiting on them to call back and say she okay.
While they're trying to process the attack, Nia and Tashaya's sister, Latifa, is fighting for her life at the hospital after getting stabbed too. Her family is left in shock, wondering who could have attacked them and why.
I'm just trying to figure out, do I know him from somewhere? Did we have an interaction with him in any way, shape, or form? Because who is this? And why did he target us? I just felt like rage.
This is the parents' worst nightmare. That's my baby girl laying up there. I want justice for my daughter.
Even though it happened in a crowded place, the man was able to get away, right past security and police officers. No one knows who or where he is, but security cameras in and around the train station captured the attack, the moments leading up to it, and the man fleeing afterwards. And as investigators review the footage, there's a breakthrough. In the video, the man can be seen inside a nearby parking structure, leaving his backpack behind before running out to the bus stop. Within hours of the attack, police find the bag. It has several personal items in it, allowing them to identify the man, 27-year-old John Lee Cowell. When investigators look at his records, they find he's a convicted felon out on parole. In the past, he's been convicted of assault with a deadly weapon and armed robbery. There doesn't seem to be any connection between him and the Wilson family, but there's one more hope for details about the attack. Nia's sister, Latifah, who's coming to at the hospital.
I remember pulling up to Highland, and from then on, it was kind of a blur. And then
Yeah, this is 5 minutes long. I'm my bad, y'all. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I thought it was 10 minutes. This is longer than 10 minutes. This is 4 minutes 58 seconds. Let me see. 17 minutes. Yeah. That's I can't do that. I'm sorry, y'all. No, that's a lot. It's just really, really sad, man. Again, RIP to that young woman. The guy has been captured, thank God, found guilty, all that good stuff. I honestly, if y'all was to ask my opinion, this is the justice system failing yet again. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, armed robbery, domestic violence, and he still was able to go back on a Bart system, number one, but he's still able to walk around free. Those were some serious charge. Assault, number one. Battery, number two. Assault with a deadly weapon, meaning could have been a knife, could have been a machete, could have been a gun. He's known to do these types of things already. Why did y'all let him get back out here? Meanwhile, y'all, I got homeboys that did 8 years because they were stealing damn jeans out of a goddamn mall. Designer jeans. Told them up to be however many couple thousands. They did 6, 7 years, some stupidness like that. But this guy can assault someone with a deadly weapon and then get released like nothing happened. What? The justice system is trash, y'all. I've said it so many times. I have no faith in the justice system at all. Not unless you got money. Not unless you have, quote unquote, the better lawyer. But in situations like that, it shouldn't even be dependent on who has the most money or who has the better lawyer. It shouldn't be dependent on that. And the fact that it is lets me know that, I mean, and the fact that it is will show that I don't have any type of faith in these people. Man, no. The Wilson family deserves whatever amount of money that they about to get from suing them. They deserve it. 100 mil, 50 mil, something like that. Because if they were smart, they would have invested that however much money they about to get in this lawsuit. That money could have been put into the bar system as far as having armed security guards, police officers there. This man ran away, ran out of the crowd, ran down the stairs, ran up this damn system, ran past the security guard. The one security guard, y'all, out of all that time he was running, he ran past one security guard. There's no way that man should have been able to get away, number one. Number two, thank God the cameras was there. Because if the cameras wasn't there, this man would have been probably back on there doing this again. Insane, man. Insane. This video is like 20 minutes long. If y'all really want me, depending on how this video does, I'll go back and I'll do this video. I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to save it. Depending on how this video does, I'll go back and do the full 20 minute. I think it's 17 minutes. What is it? 17 minutes. Yeah, 18 minutes basically. I'll react to the full 18 minutes, depending on how this video does. RIP, Miss Nia Wilson, and I wish her family nothing but the best. Straight healing and energy, all that good stuff, man. I want y'all to comment down below and let me know what y'all thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching, and until next time, please, man, be safe, Erica.